Okay.
Hi there. This is from an old granny. I'm going to talk about my Swiss words that I grew up with around home when I was a little girl. And my Jolene and some of the others wanted me to define these words that I grew up with into English. And so Mary Jane also, Marie's daughter, wanted me to, because Marie and Emma wrote a few of them down, and I added some more onto them. And Marie passed away, and so Mary Jane wanted to know what they meant, because they just wrote some words down. I never did write what they meant, and the way they wrote them was different than the way I did, because it seemed like the way I wrote the letters, we described it better than the way they had them. So they will be a little different than when Mary Jane passed it to me to define, but these are the way I define them. Here goes. Okay. A deepest gleam, Dad used to say, your deepest gleam for your head. And my mother used to call it deepest gleam a head. It was a head, it meant head in our language. And in Swiss it meant your head also, but you said it as deepest gleam. If you bump your deepest gleam, it's bumping your head. Okay, verrückt is crazy. Why do you do such a thing? You could ask that question. Are you crazy, or are you verrückt? You should say, are you verrückt, instead of crazy if you want it in Swiss. Struggle is you're going to fall. If you struggle over with that knife in your hand, you'll hurt you. I heard that many times. Or don't walk in those high heels, or you'll struggle down when you're too young to wear high heels. Fresse is let's eat, let's fresse. It means to eat. Vergant is, they'd say, let's vergant off in our car. And it means to go for a ride, or to, vergant is to go somewhere. Fiddler is kind of a bad one. It's your butt. And I've heard it before, not to me really, I was a good kid, but be good or I'll kick your fiddler was something that you could hear. Futzler is someone that futzles around all day in her car or something and don't get nothing done, but just has a good time futzling. For Schnabler is, if you look at a kid that likes to destroy things, he might get a toy for Christmas and pretty soon he's pulling it apart and for schnobbling it and ruins it. And he likes to waste and ruin things. A kid that for schnobblers. Sturmfiddler is a person that he talks in circles, kind of. He don't really make too much sense. He likes to keep talking and saying dumb things that don't make sense. And so you're called a Sturmfiddler. Or to Sturme is to talk slow, and I think Sturme is slow, and it just don't make sense, so Sturme. So they call him a Sturmfiddler, a guy that just kind of don't make sense when they talk to you. And I said what a fiddler was, that's your back end. And Gunderschnauze is someone who butts into your business, and they're very nosy and want to know what you're doing. And so they feel they're gonna schnauze. My dad used to say they're feeling they're gonna schnauze. if they want to tell about stuff that they shouldn't even know about or shouldn't care about. Slopsock is a person that's sloppy. They may not scrub the floor very good, and you'd be a slopsock. You gotta get on your knees and scrub it real good, or clean yourself up good, or else you look like a slopsock. Kloppernest is also someone that wants to klopper. A nest is a person, I guess, in Swiss, but it's someone that likes to listen to what you tell, and then they hurry and tell somebody else. That's their kloppernest. Happily is a person who don't know and never will know how to do things. She's just kind of a happily, never does anything really thoroughly and right. Stogla. Stogla is a, did I tell that before?
I don't know.
Anyway, Stogla is like if you're gonna go with some high heels on, you're gonna fall over, or you're walking somewhere in rocks and you're gonna struggle over. Don't go up there or you'll struggle over. I used to be told that, I guess. And Verschlipfen is something like you put something somewhere and you can't find it, so you verschlipfen it. And Oorslag is a person that's not reliable, and he's an oorslag. Can't depend on him. Kimpetle is a person who loves telling people how sick he is all the time, and complaining that they're sick, and enjoying it. They enjoy being sick and acting like they're sick all the time and telling people that they're sick. Reshti is raw fried potatoes, and it's kind of a Swiss dish in my estimation, because we always had reshti with in the morning for breakfast with your nice fried eggs. Flutzy, my dad called me Flutzy, and it was a pet name. And he also called me Rini. That was not Swiss, but he called me Rini. And Ich liebe dich is I love you. And it's that in German too, because my dad was out with the Germans once outside of the house, and Marie and I got up by the window of a bed in the bedroom and stood on the bedroom and opened the window and said Ich liebe dich, and was acting silly like kids do. And the German people was out there, and they probably heard me. We thought they did anyway. We thought we were smart because we said Ich liebe dich. Then we dart down and hide. Mein Oma, M-E-I-N-E, Oma, O-M-A, is my grandma. So I guess I'm a grandma. I mean Oma. And Immer and Immer is forever and ever. Schlipfe is one who goes very slow. You want them to go fast and do something fast, hurry and take this over to the neighbors or something. And they schlipfe, they walk slow. And Dad would say, don't schlipfe. You knew that meant to hurry. And stribble is pulling someone's hair. And sometimes we would get threatened that I'll stribble you. And you knew that you'd get your hair pulled from your dad or mother if they said, I'll stribble you. Stinkloch is a person that don't bath very often and he don't smell good. Stink is an American word, but loch, there again, is a Swiss word. Mischt is manure, like dog manure or cow manure. Don't step in that mischt. We go out the barn and Dad would say, don't step in that mischt. Schnutter is a kid with a runny nose. and has got not wiped his nose good, got schnitter on his face. Gankla is spend your money foolishly. Sometimes they give you a penny and say don't gankla it. They want you to keep it till you got a few more pennies. Verdonder and verhaber is a kid, again, that destroys something. They verdonder and verhaber everything. Kids that like to destroy. Hozelots, that's the crotch of a man's pants, or a woman's pants also, yes. So you call it hozelots. And Worcester is again, it's pull your hair. So someone that was mean to you, your Worcesterer, you could pull her hair or be kind of mean to her some way. Stribbly mutts. That was another kind of a pet name. You're my little stribbly mutts. Kind of a pet name to your child. I remember Dad used to say, they're cute little stribbly mutts, his grandkids. Frowley is talking nice about your spouse, your companion, your wife or your husband. I love my little Frowley. Backa is to sing. Like if you hear a woman singing, you say she's backing. Maybe she's singing loud or something. It seemed like when Dad would say they're backing, it was something kind of loud. Schnauze is a nose, your nose. Schnauzhund is a person or a kid that's looking around for cookies or candy, or schnauzhunding around in your cupboards to see if there's something sweet to eat or something good. So they're called schnauzhunds. Wasser is water. They'd say, give me lily water, washer. Dad would say, give me lila washer. Lily wasser. And it was a little water. He'd give you that glass and he'd say, give me lily wasser. And caraba is your privates. Aber do it neat way is something Dad used to say and get a kick out of it. He'd pull your hair and he'd pull it up. He'd get his big, strong, great big, huge, hard-working hands and he'd get a hold of your hair and he'd say, "Ach, do it's neat way." And he'd pull your hair up and it hurt, and it means it hurts to pull it up. That's what these words say. "Ach, do it's neat way." And then it says, "Aber nute die Witze." That means if you pull it down, it don't hurt at all. If you got a hold of your hair and pull it down, it don't hurt at all. Schotzeli is there another cute little word for a pet name for a little kid. You say, she's my little Schotzeli. And Schlipfe is taking you your slow time. Did I say that before? I think I said that one before. Ach was donder Iga. I heard that a lot. And it's swearing or cussing. And I don't know what the words really was. If something went wrong or if they done something wrong themselves, they say, "Ach was donder Iga." And kind of swearing or cussing at a child that way too. We gates is hello. Schnapps is beer. Dad used to say when he didn't like anybody that drank beer or any kind of booze. Booze was also a nasty drink like beer or wine or whiskey. And Dad would say that he didn't want to be around those kind of people because they drank schnapps. And glistig is envying or jealous of something someone has. If you look at somebody that has something and you would like to have something of that yourself, you'd say the person was glistig, made him glistig. Donder water, oh, I've said that before, donder water so egu. I believe I said that one before, didn't I? I did that scolding. Gute Morgen is good morning. And gute Nacht is good night. And Supfe is braided Swiss bread. That's it. That's what I've got here, so have fun saying those words. I sure enjoyed them. See ya.